We have spent quite a bit of time moving single cash flows from one period to another, using present values and future values, discount rates, even converting APRs or annual percentage rates into EARs or effective annual rates, or EAYs, effective annual yields. But what if we're dealing with more than just one cash flow? Imagine we were smart enough back in 1648 to have bought $100 worth of perpetual bonds from the Dutch water board of Leidkik Bovendams. Leidkik Bovendams. Imagine we were smart enough back in 1648 to have bought $100 worth of perpetual bonds from the Dutch water board. The bond was issued to raise money to improve a local dike system and promised to pay 5% interest per year forever. It's the oldest known bond still paying interest in the world, and only 5 are known to still exist. One of those is at the library at Yale University. How could we value this thing initially? Well, we could take a cash flow of $5, which is the interest on our initial $100 investment, and put it into a timeline for year 1, and another for $5 for year 2, and another for $5 for year 3, and on, and then discount each of those cash flows. The biggest problem with this approach is that there's an infinite series of payments, and I will never finish filling out the timeline. Instead, we could use this formula, P sub 0 equals C1 over R, where P sub 0 is the value or price of a perpetual stream of cash flows that begin at time 1, so C1 for cash flows at time 1, and last forever. And so that P0 is the price at time 0, or the present value. In this equation, R refers to the interest rate. So $5 per year forever, when it pays 5% interest, is worth $5 divided by 5%, or $100. I guess we would have paid just the right amount. That's not a coincidence. So instead, let's consider the value of investing in a share of a company that you expect to pay a $1 dividend per year forever. Imagine that based on the riskiness of this type of investment, you would need to earn a 12% annual return to make it worth buying. Up to how much should you be willing to pay then? $1 divided by 12% is the same as $8.33. You would be indifferent between holding $8.33 today or receiving $1 per year forever. Now, that's not new. We've seen that before. Now we can consider the price of the security in the market. If the stock is currently selling for, say, $10 a share, would you buy it? Well, it would give you an additional stream of $1 bills that you think is worth $8.33 today. So why would you pay $10 to get something you think is only worth $8.33? In that case, you should pass. Imagine later that you see the stock has dropped in price and is now selling for $7.50 per share. Should you buy it? Well, assuming the required rate of return hasn't changed, now suddenly it's a good buy. For only $7.50, you get something you think is really worth $8.33. That's a pretty good deal now. How often does it happen that we see companies pay the same dividend forever, though? It might happen with some forms of preferred stock, but typically common stock dividends tend to change over time, depending on the performance of the company. Mature companies who have done well are likely to increase their dividend over time, so those dividends would be expected to grow in the future. But this model doesn't include a component for growth. This will lead us to my favorite formula in all of finance. But to hear more about that, you'll need to check out the next video.